I'm Rennis, the CEO of Ignis Careers. Yeah, this picture kind of tells our story. This was taken in 2010 in a village 200 kilometers from Hyderabad. We were invited to teach English in the school where these kids are studying. They were in class 5 at that time. Their parents are farmhands who earn less than $6 a day, probably around 150 days a year. And they're the first ones in school from their families. The chances of passing class 10 was tough. Even if they endured the conditions there, it would have been very difficult given the caste discrimination and extreme poverty and apathetic teachers that they have in the school. What we did was, we designed a curriculum which is inclusive, which integrated the classroom and promoted peer learning. We designed activities where the kids participated and expressed themselves through drama, through play, through songs, and had a joyful experience. Today, they are in college, the first from their family, and many from their villages in college now. The problem is 60% of the students in 5th grade can barely read what is fit for the 2nd grade. And they go through a culture of learning by rote, which doesn't equip them with any real skills for their life. And these kids come up with a bundle of certificates and end up joining this 48% of the graduate students who are unemployable in India today. Our solution? In 2014, after 4 years of our experiments in the village, we started scaling up. Now we do capacity building program for schools, mainly affordable private schools, schools which charge less than $300 a year. And what we do is, we promote our activities in the school. We help the school implement joyful learning, integrated classrooms, and we support the school throughout the year. We train at least 8 teachers in every school. And we work with the school management to transform and to set a culture of learning that would empower the kids with skills to go forward. And the story now, 2019, back in the village, these are the sisters of those kids. And 90% of the kids from the village are enrolled in higher education, in colleges. And that's against the national average of 24% in India. All the girls are still in school. Of the 100-odd girls who passed from the school, in the last 9 years, only 2 got married so far. And many of the cousins are already married with kids. From 2014 till now, we have worked in 480 schools, worked with 4,800 teachers, and touched the lives of 144,000 students. We take our impact very seriously. We do pre- and post-assessment of the students and the skills. And we got our investor acumen helping us with the lean data study, which said 95% of the parents could see improvement in quality of life. They said the kids are joyful, they're enjoying better, they learn other subjects better, and the best thing, they access information. And 70% of our parents earn less than $6 a day. And they're willing to pay $7 a month beyond what they're spending already in school, in what they consider is the only investment they can have for their children's future, a good education, which would make them employable. There are 300,000 affordable private schools in India. 1 million public schools are also there. 90,000 of them are in high-density urban areas. When I say high-density urban areas, these are city peripherals where the people from unorganized sector work. And their incomes are very meager. And they spend more than 30% of their annual income for the children's education. For us to scale, we need to reach more cities, and we need to reach more schools. So one of the initiative that we have right now is to design digital tools teacher assistant app, which would help teachers to implement our program, the way we intended it to be. Because and also build the skill gap the teachers have. And it will also help us improve our margins from 29% to 74%. Apart from affordable private schools, we also work with public schools. We work with NGO partners. We work with Deshpande Foundation, build the curriculum. We work with United Way Delhi and United Way Hyderabad to work in 8 of the public schools that they work in. And we also work with state governments like Andhra Pradesh government. And our ask, we are looking to raise $1 million, 500,000 in debt or equity. Right now we are in 10 cities. We would like to reach 53 cities, 1.5 million children by 2024. And that would be our first launching pad. We are trying to raise another 200,000 in debt or equity to design our digital tools, which would improve our efficiency, and 300,000 in grants to reach more of the public schools, to build our capacity to fire the engine to go forward. Right now, we are at $500,000, and we reached break-even last year. And with your support, we could be $5 million by 2014 with an operational margin of 30%. Our mission is to transform the lives of 1.5 million children who live in underprivileged, who are from underserved communities, to help them a hand so that they have an education which would equip them to live better, to make informed decisions, to access information, and to access the job market. Thank you.